Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the new setup that we have now. We have a Zirafa pot over here, stainless steel, double handle cooking pot, 24 centimeters, Malaysian stainless steelware, a Philips cooker that I stole from my mom. We have 25 grams of chicken feathers, and we have some NaOH. So this is not just normal water, this is sodium hydroxide. This is basically bleach. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna take this and we're gonna boil it with some chicken feathers. So y'all will be my witness whether or not it just blows up in my face and starts emitting smoke, or I die. Yes, death is a real problem, because if this is not stainless steel and if this is aluminum, I'm basically dead. So here, let's get my chicken feathers in. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is a big puff. All right, so we gotta start it with the stew function. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's fire this up. Excuse me. Power on. Steam. Power. Start stirring. Stir for your life. I have my lab coat on now. If it splashes, I am basically getting NaOH to the face. This is getting very scary, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be my witness if it just turns black. If it turns black, ladies and gentlemen, I am going home. Because basically, right, I don't know what grade stainless steel this is. There is a problem whereby we all need to get this mixed up properly, and the stainless steel might be aluminum. I do not know. It works on an induction. I've tested it already. So the main question is, how much of it is aluminum and how much of it is stainless steel? I do not know, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to find out. So you can hear it chugging away. If it suddenly bursts, this camera is my witness. I am immediately having an easier time because I can just gently push everything underwater, get it to mix properly. This was an issue previously. Yeah, this was a very big issue previously where I couldn't mix it properly and it would take hours and hours. But this is only 2 minutes for one batch and it's almost boiling already, so I'm actually quite happy. Previously it would take half an hour to boil one batch and I'll be here until midnight. So I am really happy that my mom allowed me to steal this. It's not technically stolen, don't worry, I never steal stuff, I'm a good kid. So there's another problem that we're facing, which is that feathers are, they're actually hydrophobic slightly. So you can see they're forming a little film on the top. And if I don't get rid of that film soon enough, the whole thing will start burning. So ladies and gentlemen, why am I using an induction cooker? Because it gives very fast and very easy heat. And I don't have to worry about it breaking. So the pot is the most like susceptible to breaking right now. That is quite unfortunate. So that's why I'm recording this. So in the case that y'all somehow come across this recording on my phone, you never know. You know what happened. Because I keep telling my friends and my students, right? Half of it is to scare you and the other half is actual risk. So yes, you should never ever boil bleach at home. You'll start getting noxious fumes and you'll start getting bleach in your eyes and that kind of stuff. So there's another problem. If you look to the left, there is my computer. Vengeant is a great drum and bass artist. Go check him out. So this is the lab. There is a stray Rio Yamada, that's mine. We are about to get boiling and we will start the 5-minute timer as soon as we get the boiling. So we have boiling, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you'll watch this together with me. It is now 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'll stop. I'll have to continue stirring this. until we get to 10 minutes. Because this has to be boiled for 5 minutes. Rolling boil for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me turn it down. Give me a moment. This is quite aggressive. I gotta turn this down. Look at that. Just get it down to a simmer. Alright, no, that's too low. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Adjustable power. This is very important because previously with those hot plates, like, so these are the kind of hot plates that we use in the lab over there, right there. That is unfortunately not adjustable power. It's only like, oh, you want hot? We've got hot. You want cold? We've got cold. What's in between? No idea. So this will give us, ladies and gentlemen, this will give us best quality chicken fertilizer, ladies and that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Best quality chicken biofertilizer produced right here in molecular lab number 2. I gotta start stirring, man, because if I don't stir, it will turn the bottom of the pot black, which is quite disappointing. And actually that will compromise my results. That is not what we want, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what we want. So, ladies and gentlemen, now you understand why I say my lab is just like cooking. I cook. I think something is already stuck to the bottom of the... Something's already stuck to the bottom of whatever that is. Basically, this pot is done. But it's not turning black, ladies and gentlemen. It's not turning black, and I am still alive. There is no noxious fumes being produced. Ha 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 ha! It's just that I gotta stand here and stir. You'll be watching me stir for the next 3 minutes. This is not a... I mean, like... I bought this with my own money, ladies and gentlemen. I do part-time here at this lab. Sometimes full-time. Sometimes part-time. I guess you could call it part-time. I get paid. And this is where my money goes. Because I'm doing a master's, ladies and gentlemen. You want to do a master's? Come right to UNIMAS. But bear in mind, you'll be paying for most of the stuff that you use. Yes. So that is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be paying for most of the stuff that you use. Bought the funnel. These are not paid. And most of the stuff that you use is just like this. Starting to smell sus. Very sus, ladies and gentlemen. Very sus. This is why I say, I love cooking, ladies and gentlemen. This is so much easier right now. I can't believe it. Because the last time I did this, in order to get to this stage, it took me 1 hour. I am so stoked right now, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever I say something, it looks like I made it. It's not a compliment, ladies and gentlemen. It means it looks like crap. So, the fact that this actually works, I am stoked right now. One more minute left. I gotta harvest. I gotta harvest. I gotta harvest. Watch me, ladies and gentlemen. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. That's about right. Bit of a stir. Then, this is the scary part, ladies and gentlemen. This is the scary part. Boiling hot sodium hydroxide. I'm alive! So, ladies and gentlemen, when you set up your metal funnel, don't forget to put a little spoon so the bottle can breathe and you don't get splashed all in your face. I'm so stoked right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Woo! Don't forget your magnetic stirrer. In you go. Let's go! Look, one cycle is only 10 minutes. I can do 8 bottles in less than 2 hours. This is a 10 times increase in speed. I'm so stoked right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go!